Oh, right. I think everything's ready. I think it looks like everything's ready. Okay. Hi, welcome back. Okay, so today, same thing as yesterday and the day before. We're gonna be doing what's it called? The exercises and or the quick warm up, and then we're gonna do 3 drawings. And then since it is I know I'm actually a lot earlier than I normally am. Thankfully, so that's nice little surprise. So but unfortunately, it's still not like it. Even though I'm early, it doesn't mean that I have more time, which is unfortunate. Um, so we'll just do the warm ups, and then we will do the what is it? Oh, the 3 objects. I'm gonna do this one right here. See how that. And if I can't do this one, this is what it looks like on the other side. So I might try to do. So I might try to get. Oh, I can't get it on screen because it's too close here. Let's try this. Maybe this will. There we go. I can get all of it on screen now. So yeah. Oh no, not really. Yeah, but one day I will have a better setup, but that's not today. But yeah, this is so it's either gonna be this side or this side. That's gonna be one object, and then I kind of want to cheese it. I kind of want to cheese it and do the ball. This is actually the moon. See, it's got like the different craters and stuff. Um, so that could be cool, but I don't. I think this is something that I would have to do on a. I think that's like too much detail that I'm not sure of, so I don't think that's a good idea. I could do scissors. I think that might be a good one. Yeah, so we'll do scissors. The triangle shape thing. I don't know what it's called, honestly. I don't. I've had it for years and I don't remember what was on the box. And when I got it, I probably wouldn't have cared to pay attention. Do 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 do. Okay, scissors, that, and then this could be fun. So this could either be really, really like bad or a really fun one to draw. Especially if I were to like take off the caps. Oh, I thought no, yeah, cause see, it's got like one of those, and it's got the pointed one. I forget what these. I forget what these ones are called. Ooh, that is a strong smell though. That is strong. But because of that, it has like a little flat part here, so it might be fun to do with the caps too. So I think that'll be a nice one. Actually, it's a surprisingly interesting shape to draw. So I think those are going to be the 3 that we do today. Um, uh, so okay, so I think that's what'll be done. Let's see. Oh, I only have 3 pieces of paper. Well, you know what? For warm ups, that might just be fine because it doesn't matter how much you can actually see while I'm warming up. Warm ups don't matter. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll be good. And yeah, I should think about the objects before I start streaming and try to like just collect things from the house and just bring it into the office while I'm streaming. Um, but I don't do that. I don't know. I know why. I'm too busy. And I'm too busy because I do the cleaning, I do the laundry, I do the making of the food. Um, yeah. What else? I do make sure like everyone's where they're supposed to be, which you wouldn't think would be that difficult, but it is. And then when I say I'm cooking, like I'm actually cooking, and I've never cooked before. But I just realized this because, like, normally my cooking is just like go get a frozen meal and heat it up. No, I'm not doing that anymore. As fun as that is, and I do, there's a lot of dishes I love that are frozen. I have been like buying fresh food and just cooking it. And because I just like, this has literally been something that I started maybe, it must have only been like 2 months ago. Yeah, I started doing this 2 months ago. So I am like, so when I say that I've never done this before, I really haven't. I mean, I've tried cooking before. Like one time growing up, I tried to make my mom a chocolate cake. It's like the cake that, like, the cake at the back, on the back of the Hershey cocoa. Like, it's not a mix. It's literally just like ground cocoa. It's Hershey's ground cocoa. That's all it is cocoa bean. And on the back of it is a recipe for a chocolate cake. So I had help. I was not doing this on my own, and I wasn't like a little elementary school kid. I'm pretty sure I was like in middle school. Okay, so I was older. I could read the box, I could read directions. I ended up making a mint cake, a mint chocolate cake. That is how bad I am at cooking. I have messed up instant pudding. Like, the one where you just are supposed to like add water. Like, that's literally all you're supposed to add. No. I added milk and water, I think it was. That one was a long time ago, and it wasn't like the most crazy thing I had done in the kitchen area. So I don't remember, and I haven't been told it enough to know what it was that I actually did. I just know enough that I messed it up. So when I say that this is brand new to me, like where I'm actually taking the time to like figure it out, because like as a kid you're just trying to get through it fast, even though you want to make a good thing. You're like, I at least with me, it was, I don't have the patience to sit here and do it. So yeah, so I have so many different cookbooks, right? Because I've tried to do this so many times. I found like a really good cookbook that I can like work out of, and like and the directions are easy for me to follow, and that's the key, right? It's like written in a way that you can follow, not written and not like, oh, this is easy. It's like, it could be the easiest thing, right? Like I said, instant pudding, but it has to be written in a way in which you will like actually focus on it. So I found a cookbook that I do that with, and I've made some pretty good meals in the 2 months. At least like good for me. I think there'd be like subpar to people who actually know how to cook, but whatever. But what I'm getting at is like I actually have to go out and like buy the garlic, mince the garlic, get like a fresh onion and like do all that stuff, right? So like I'm getting the fresh food and I'm preparing it, so it's like literal from scratch. So that's been like, it's been really fun, but it takes me like 2 hours to make a meal that's supposed to like take you 45 minutes, right? Which is fine. I'll figure it out eventually. I'll get faster at it as I get used to the um, recipes and stuff too. It's just like, because right, have to sit there and be like, okay, how much of each thing am I supposed to add and everything like that. And that's because I'm still, I mean, I've only made these recipes probably at most 2 or 3 times. I'm still getting used to them. And then it's also in like a rotation of, I try like about 3 weeks is when I'll see the recipe again. So, but it's decent. It's nice. It's actually been really fun. I'm sure my husband would prefer me to have had a more flavorful dinners and stuff, because he actually prefers the frozen meals because they're more flavorful. But it's okay, right? Like he's used to people who know how to cook. So I am learning, and I'm having fun in the kitchen for the first time ever. And it's nice too, because it's like it's so much better for you. I don't know, like, and I'm not like saying better in a sense of, oh, like the food industry, processed foods, horrible. No, I'm saying it in a sense of like the amount of energy, right, you get, and then like you actually end up with more food, so like you can cook for like you cook one day, and then it like you have leftovers for like 2 or 3 days, which that is also nice. So like I don't have to constantly be like cleaning a cooking pan or cleaning. Well, I mean, you have to clean it serving. Well, no, I don't actually. I'm not serving it on a serving plate. It goes from the Tupperware straight to the plate. I just use the utensils that we're using. So there is less dishes to do cooking after you've cooked. Like, yeah, like cooking takes so many dishes. Oh my goodness. But then like once if you like are doing the leftover thing, like the meal prep thing, there's a lot less dishes once everything's cooked. So that's nice. So, and then next year we're actually gonna have our own. We're gonna try to do like a vegetable garden. Like this year we did cucumbers and tomatoes, but the only plant that did well was the tomato plant. We That thing grew out of control. It infiltrated our blueberry bushes and strawberry plant and the cucumber plants. So the cucumber plants kind of did okay. They were kind of okay, but I think we have like I don't we somehow like burned everything alive except for the tomato plant. Don't know how that happened, but it did. So so next year we're gonna like I think it had to have been like where it was in relation to where we planted everything in relation to everything else, and then also the direct sunlight, because there's like it needs all the sun, but there's direct sunlight and non-direct sunlight even though it needs all the sun. So that could have also been where we were wrong. So um we have a couple of books that we got. See, we okay, so this is where apparently I got the idea of learning how to sculpt through books. I'm learning how to have a vegetable garden through books. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing. But that's why I don't have a whole lot of time. I have a lot that I need to take care of outside of that. And I'm learning to do more stuff than just sculpting and drawing. I don't know why I went back to lines. I was like, you know what? I'm done with circles. My circles aren't coming out right. Yeah, they're really not coming out right today. Okay. There we go. Much better. So, really looking forward to after the winter, which is nice. And then what else is going on? Like the Halloween decorations are coming out, so it's really nice. I like when people like start decorating their lawns and stuff. I don't have an eye for it yet, right? So maybe like in a couple of years, once I get used to this whole, yeah, I'm cooking food, like right, not from a box, and get this down where we're doing good with the sketching and the drawing, and it's, you know, not, hey, I'm learning this. It's, oh, hey, I've got like the foundation. Now we're just gonna like improve, because I feel like getting the foundation's always the hardest, right? So like once I get the foundation, this and the cooking and the gardening, I can get to the decorating of my lawn. So I like so I just look at everyone else's lawn and I'm like, I like that and I want to do that. But like, so some people, right? So some people with their decorations, they have like a theme, right? And it like fills the entire yard and it looks really, really cool. But then other people, it's just like a posh of, hey, look at all these fun, cool things that we like, and it just like goes everywhere, right? Both like ways of styling, absolutely like crazy and awesome to look at, and it's like really neat. But like, but like that's where like ideas come from and everything, right? So just like, oh man, this could be so much fun. Like my husband, he wanted so we move around a lot, and in one of the places we were living in, there was just a lot of the nativity scenes and everything like that. And his idea was like, what if, right? So you're pretty much, the art's pretty bare, but you have like the stable on one side of your lawn, and then you've got the three wise men on the other side. And then as it gets closer and closer to Christmas, you move the wise man closer and closer. And I was just like, if you want to spend that much time moving all those, go for it. I'll let you do that one. So, see, like we've got some ideas. We're talking about it. It's just there's a season for everything, and right now is not that season. Also, because like when you're moving, the first thing to go when you need to make room is decorations. Which that's probably just me, because I made sure not to buy like really expensive decorations, because I have moved so many times just like on my own. Whereas like the less you have, the easier it is to move. It's just a thing, right? Like whether or not you're living comfortably and how you want to live is completely different. But for moving purposes, so like the decorations are always the first to go, because I'm just like, you can always buy more decorations. So I also don't buy the most expensive decorations, and with that philosophy, you also don't buy a whole lot, because you know that those are the first things where you're like, yeah, that's gonna need to go if we run out of room. So, um, so one day, my triangles are coming out really, really good. I'm really good at triangles somehow. I know, probably because yesterday I couldn't do triangles, so today I can. Because that was a fun thing to try and draw. I didn't think it would be that complicated. I really thought it was going to be like a 1-2 done type of a thing, and it ended up being, in case anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, it ended up being a whole random thing. But it was oh gosh, where is it? This one, right? The triangles from yesterday. Like who knows? And this isn't even right the best. It doesn't even do it justice of what that shape actually is. But it's better than all the other ones that I was trying. So one day I'll be able to have a nice decorative yard and like a decorative house, because that's another thing, right? Like with the dogs I have, oh my gosh, no, nothing valuable that can break is out, because I don't know what it is with his tail. But his tail will just fling everything everywhere. And then he also likes to jump, and he thinks the table's his. He's not a cat, he's a dog, okay? So, and yes, it's because there's food there. And no, he doesn't get the food. We make sure he doesn't get food. Because a lot of what we make, like garlic and onions, is in cinnamon and chocolate and all the really fun things that dogs cannot eat, like grapes and raisins. You know, just nope. Pistachios and walnuts and almonds, like all those nice things that dogs cannot eat. So he does not get any of that. But he likes the table because that's where the food is, so he tries to get it. But he does get like nice fresh food, like bananas and bell pepper specifically, because other peppers are also bad for him. Carrots. He doesn't like carrots. I've been trying to get him to eat spinach and he won't eat it, which is kind of funny. It's okay. So he has no need to like the table as much as he does. So one day when we're allowed to have valuables out again and stuff like that, and we're not moving as much, I will be able to decorate the house. And I have the time, right? Because you gotta like plan it. I know some people don't plan it, but for me, the way like I think about it is like, no, like this room's gonna look like this, and then it's gonna like flow through the rest of the rooms, and it's not just gonna be like, oh, this room's their tree room, and then this room's the train and Snowy Hill Village room, and then this one's the candle room. Like, and I don't know if that's how people actually decorate. I really have no idea. But that's what I'm saying. I want something that kind of like flows. It's like if we're gonna do village, the village theme is throughout the entire house. It also like seems like so much work, and then like how long does you keep it out for? Right, like you finally get it all put out and nice, but how long do you actually keep it out? And I know that is a thing of debate. So I've heard it like so I've heard Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving is when the Christmas decorations can start going up, and then like New Year's Eve is when the Christmas decorations go away, right? And then Halloween, it seems like a week and a half, like to 2 weeks before Halloween, to that next weekend after Halloween, right? So if the Halloween's on a Saturday, the next Saturday, all the decorations come down. That's at least what it seems like. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's like an actual thing. But it seems to be. And again, I've heard a lot, like I've heard on the radio that there is a lot of controversy over that. So if you have a different way of doing it, cool. I have no judgment, but like I'm saying, it just seems when you get into the depth of every room has to be decorated, it seems like a lot of work. But I guess if you like have nothing else that you're doing, right? Like there's really nothing else you're doing, or like it takes you 10 minutes to decorate, or you're able to like kick everyone out of the house so you're doing it and that's just a thing you take a day to do or whatever. Like, right, there's got to be something. So I currently don't have that though. I do not. My circles are kind of getting better. Alright, there we go. Almost. Kinda. I shouldn't have said anything. Should have continued ignoring the fact that I was kind of doing circles. Why are they so... It's just so lumpy. The circles are just so bad. Why is it circles? Is it like... Is circles like hard for everyone, or is it everyone just has their own little thing that they just have a hard time with, and for me it's circles? Well, it's one or the other. There could be another option. I just can't think of it right now. So... But yeah, I really do like this guy's videos and stuff on what Gregory, I think we said his name was. I think that's what we learned last stream. I think. Let me check real quick. I'm sorry for like all the coughing. I'm still I'm like on and off with this cold. I have no idea why, but I am. Let's see. I think Danny Gregory. I was right. Danny Gregory. Sometimes we say things. We tell people or call people by their last names. I know that's in some circles you do that. I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, so let's get started on the objects because I'm trying to get the circles done, and apparently my dog's decided I'm taking too long. So let's I'm gonna start with like could be deceptively harder than I think, but I'm gonna start with the scissors. So the first yep, it's deceptively harder than I thought. Okay. And then so tomorrow I'm gonna be starting the next video, or we're gonna do the next lesson in the Gregory video, the YouTube videos for sketch schoolbook. So that's gonna be what we do the assignment on that sketchbook school. Okay. So then that's that. Oh, that's interesting. Never noticed that before. And I'll show you what I didn't notice before in just a second. I was seeing a shape that I was getting confused by. Alright. So these are the scissors. And the thing that why I got confused is because I didn't realize that when they were closed, it didn't actually meet up perfectly. So when I was sitting here looking at it, and it was like this. You can see that both go in right here, which I didn't. It confused me because like, hold it, if I have it like that, it's not gonna match up. But when you close it, it doesn't match up. So. All right. Yeah, I know, but honestly, it's not that bad. And like I said, I do have to get going fairly soon. So I need to get on to the next one that I think is going to be a little bit easier to draw. And we're going to go with the cap on because I want to see if I can make the the different, like the way it is. So I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So there's this line right here. Oh, actually, that's fine. We'll make it bigger than actual size. Okay. So then this dips, has a circle, kind of dips out, and then it's got okay, and then this one kind of goes like this. Oops. But then there's a flat plane right here. It looks like a fingernail. Maybe it needed to come out. Maybe that's... Is that what I needed to do? Yeah. No, it still doesn't look like it. Oh, this is flat right here where it is. It's not. Okay. I'm going to have to redraw it. Okay. So we've got the line, and we've got where the caps are going to be. Now this cap just has a little indent right here, it's circle right here, and then it's flat right here because you have that. And then it goes inward, but it's flat right here. That looks much better. Yeah, that one looks a lot better, but the lines aren't as straight. They're pretty wobbly, but that's because I kept hitting the edge of a box. Alright. Now the third and hardest one, and I know this is going to be the hardest one, is going to be this shape. This is the shape that I'm going to be drawing. So let's see. Now, what I want to do, because there's the purple on the outside too. Oh, this is, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, so we'll start with a triangle, right, and then 1, 2, 3, so I've got this triangle, and it's like on the side, so like right here, and right here it comes up. Right, but then you've got the inner sides right here. They come down, and then you've got that with all of them. Down, is down. Okay, and then on the outside, it's going down like this, right? We've got this going down. Got 1. You've got 2. I think if I were to start shading it, that would be when. Then it even has lines going down like this too. But I think like if I were to like start shading this in, that would be where you start seeing, oh. Yeah, so you definitely need like the shading to see that this is supposed to be up top. But I mean, it's cool. So let's do this one too then while we're at it. Because this one's a little fun shape, or it looks like this. So it's going to be 3 hexagons, or it's not a hexagon, it's the other one. I just can't remember what it's called. And then from there is I'm just gonna make a dot. So, well, there is actually a hole, so that's kind of funny. Okay, and then and then over here, see, it's kind of how it looks. Yeah, I need to get better at drawing these shapes. Let's try that again. See, this is the problem, right? That, and then you want that, that, let's go like that, and then over here. See what I'm doing wrong now. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better. Yeah, I can see what I'm doing wrong. I think if I did it one more time, but unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today. So I'm gonna have to leave you. And tomorrow it will be the second lesson of the How to Draw Videos series from Sketchbook School. If I'm, it's not called that. It's called, yeah, no, Sketchbook School. I was right. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will be back tomorrow. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is where you are. I'll see you all next time. Bye.